hands as well. So it's something of note. We can see how the SMG players go throughout this event. This is really the first tournament we're going to see the SMG probably in play, specifically the ERAD. And you see Jambo trying to work his way into bowling. He's able to get one, but still no control of the hill yet for Intuition.
Yeah, they're going to slap another magazine. Jambo's going to go down. Very well read there by Sambi, but hopping on board with Brain. Not only the camo is available, but he's gone hunting them down. Will pick up the second as well. That's going to be Levox. And we see, you pinpointed it, they can save these score streaks for something like, you know, this hard point. And they have done. They're able to break it, push around. Unfortunately caught out by Levox around the back there. Picks up the double, which is ever so good for Intuition, but he's now pushed back. He should have control for a second.
I feel like all the time Intuition has gotten, though, has been in the last 20 to 15 seconds of a hill. I mean, they haven't really had, like, one really strong hold where they get to a hard point first and lock it down. And, I mean, you see, great, they put up 123 points, but they've just got blown out by just taking the garbage time on all these hills.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. They just seem to be kind of almost clutching at straws, taking what they can. They're not leading anything. They're not going in strong. And once again, you can almost see from the Imperial, they're fighting, they're contesting for this middle hard point, but in the back of their heads, all they're thinking about is that next rotation onto Barn. And if they can keep it, they should be able to close this out.
Yeah, nah, you see, it's almost like throwing good money after bad, right? It's like you're so hyped, you can get control of the hard point for a little bit, get some time, but you give up the 10 to 15 seconds left right at the start of the next one, so you're really gaining no time here. Now you can see Imperial set up towards this middle hard point, the push trying to come in from Intuition, but they cannot get close right now. It's Shane and Co. just pushing this out so effective. Shane's got one player behind him, not going to be able to take him out. It's going to be Intuition getting control of that hard point, but look, another 12 seconds left on the hill. Everybody spawned up for Imperial over by Barn. I mean, if Intuition doesn't push forward, they're going to lose this game right here.
Yeah, 100%. They've done the same. They've got, you know, last minute, 5-10 seconds. They've given full spawn to the Imperial, and they're going to dominate. They're going to push them back for this, and they're going to punish them. Clever play from Enduro, not only picking up the kill, but dropping back here, enabling that crossfire. He does only pick up the one, but that other is traded out, and eventually it's just coming to an end. And you've got to say, Imperial, they look strong, they look composed, they look structured, and they're going to take the first map by 100 points, 250 to 150. The Imperial strike first.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of what we expected, right? We expected Imperial to take this. They're obviously the stronger team in this matchup. What you did see from Intuition, they were able to get to the hard point towards the end, finally, break in, take some time, but that is not going to be good enough to win hard points against strong, coordinated, experienced teams.
Yeah, you can see as well. I mean, I'm just having a quick look at the scoreboard. Pretty much across the board, you know, everyone going positive for the Imperial. Bar Shane, just a couple of kills either side, but 13 defends from Sam B, 38 kills as well.
Yeah.
I know we shouldn't really look too much into kills, but, you know, if you've got one team heavily slaying, it's only going to end one way.
At the end of the day, the game's about kills. I don't care what anybody says. You can talk about objective time. You can talk about all this. It's about kills. If you kill everybody, they can't get to the objective. You look at what Sam B did, 38 and 17, a minute and 52 in the hard point, 13 defense. That is a sick game from him. You also had Brain put together a very good game, 30 and 18 with a minute 9 inside of the hard point. And you see, actually, you know, most of the guys putting up those big numbers in kills now are the objective players. It's like, I feel like in the past, like you saw the objective players always finishing with like the least amount of kills. But I feel like right now, at least in Call of Duty over the last, 2 years or so, all of the action is happening inside of the objective. That's where you're seeing a lot of these people pick up the kills.
Yeah, I mean, great. He literally performed the best in every single category. Least death, most kills, highest time objectively. However, there is more game modes amongst these squads. We're going to be kicking things off on Search and Destroy next. We will be going into Scorch. And looking at what we've seen there, it's hard to kind of judge a hardpoint team and a Search and Destroy team, whether they're good or bad. Yeah. But it was just so heavily slayed from the Imperial. You've got to agree with the analyst desk. You know, it was a very convincing win. I don't see anything else.
And I mean,
maybe
Search and Destroy, you kind of, that's where you need to see that good team coordination. You see the strategy. You know, you want the experience, right? Yeah. It's like that kind of all goes to Imperial.
Of course.
You can't say Intuition. Can't say Intuition had any, you know, team coordination or whatnot in the first map, which obviously I think Hardpoints is harder to coordinate than Search and Destroy. I mean, maybe they come back in Intuition, you know, in this Search and Destroy, but I can't see it, to be quite honest with you. I think Imperial takes this one pretty convincingly. I would probably say, you know, 6-2, 6-1.
Yeah, I think exactly the same, and I think, you know, you'll get certain things. And I think this will be something for you guys to watch for at home. Maybe watch for almost the set plays of the Imperial. You know, they will push certain bomb sites together. They'll go for the trades, and we put it out on Hardpoint, you know, on that hard point when, say, Sam B went down, one was there to back up and trade. I think that will be the same in Search and Destroy, but maybe we'll see something different from Intuition. It's a team we know very, very little about. They may surprise us with something, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you were to surprise somebody with some unorthodox strategies that may potentially work, it would be a lot easier in a slower game mode, obviously, like Search and Destroy, as opposed to a respawn game mode like a hardpoint or uplink. So if you did have any strategies, Intuition, coming into this one, the throw teams off guard, this would be where you would see it.
Yeah, and for you guys at home who are just joining us, who are looking at Intuition and thinking, who exactly are they? You know the likes of Shane and Brain from previous seasons. These guys obviously got in. We had a few difficulties with other teams. They were the team that were kind of plucked out the air and put in here. So they came in here with the lowest seed. No one really knew what they could do or who they were. So there's really no pressure going into it. But of course, you don't want to come here and just get 3-0.
Good to see Shane be playing again.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like Shane last year, we didn't really see much of him. He bounced around a little bit.
He was there, but he, it didn't have that impact as he usually does.
No, he wasn't very good. That's what it means. That's what, when you say he didn't have any impact.
I was saying it nicely.
Yeah, no. When you say somebody did not have an impact like they once did, that doesn't, he means he just wasn't very good.
Yeah. I'll
subpar.
I'll stick to the way I say it, but I can't.
Shane's my boy. I would tell him, I'll be like, look, you were not very good.
And I think that's it with Shane. He's been around for so long. I mean, we heard Jonas on the desk talk about his first ever event, 8-9 years ago. Shane was playing then, and he still is today. So, you're going to go through those good and bad streaks, and I think it's definitely a year which Shane needs to improve, needs to excel.
But what I do like about Shane, though, is that, like, he knows he's never going to be, like, a top slayer. Like, he's not going to impact the game in that way. And,
of course.
He's okay with that. Like, he just wants to find different ways he can impact the game, whether it's, through his strategy and, trying to guide his teammates around, or maybe just kind of using some different tactics to throw the other team off guard.
And I think, picking up the players, picking up new players, we knew he picked up Zero, like the guy said. He's one of those people that will be able to kind of cycle through and, sift through, up-and-coming players, young players. Sam B look very strong there. Hopefully this is something that they can grow on as a team, as a squad. And Shane, somehow he always manages to be there. Those big tournaments, whether it be COD Champs, COD XP, wherever he is, always making his mark on the European scene as well. But just looking through the rig draft, nothing jumping out as, same stuff here.
Yeah, rigs and payloads seem pretty standard now. I mean, you're going to see kind of the same things across the board. You'll see overdrive consistently, active camo, reactive armor, and rewind. The only thing you see is maybe a Centurion in hardpoint or uplink. I mean, really, you don't see it that much at all in uplink, to be quite honest. You really just see it in hardpoint. So really, this is kind of what you're going to see consistently from the rig draft.
And of course, that's Search and Destroy. I mean, the one thing that I will say about the rig draft in particular is this year more than ever, I think they are very, very important. It does take a while to get them, but, we saw before, Gefkid using his rewind, it wasn't utilized even though he did win the map. I'd like to see good utilization of these payloads. Active camo, so effective.
Well, I like that it takes a while to earn, because it should be something, with a powerful ability like an active camo. You shouldn't be able to just do get it, use it. Well, that didn't work out well, and then get it back like a few rounds later. It should be something where you maybe get it once in a game, and you really have to make an impact with it.
Okay, well, on the attacking side is the Imperial, and flicking through, it looks like Sam B will be that bomb carrier, and Jura looking for some action straight away, and Sam B going to be traded. We talked about kind of the cluster that goes down at B, another spot either side, but it is a 3v2. Numerical advantage favors the Imperial.
Yeah, and you're perfectly okay with that, just trading that out for Imperial, and now they're going to be able to push up here towards the B site. See Sam B just trying to clear out observation deck, trying to nade that forward. He is able to spot one. He's going to take him out as one more player to his left. Just needs to play this corner, let his teammate trade it. Good first round for Imperial.
Yeah, really clever play there. He got the first, and he didn't need to challenge that second one. He didn't need to put him in an uncomfortable position, and Jura hopping in there for the trade. And all in all, a very clinical round for the Imperial. Didn't even need to plant the bomb. They didn't need to overextend. But that was a very aggressive play for Intuition as well.
Well, that's what we meant by trading effectively, right? I mean, Intuition pushes them a little bit back towards their side control. They're able to just trade those kills out effectively, get a 3v2 man advantage, then just push up and take observation desk.
Okay, well, Jambo will be pushing forward again. Very, very strong and to be all four players going hell for leather here. But the one person pushing forward, Jambo, does not have the bomb. Already, we do see Zeno leave Vox, and by the end of the sentence, 4 players go down. We didn't even get to see half of that.
And that was the exact opposite of what Imperial did. I mean, right there, you saw the aggression come out, but nobody in position to trade these kills out. I mean, look at Brain right here. I mean, Jambo has to look at multiple different directions, doesn't know which player to target. Brain pretty much gets a free kill right there.
Yeah, that was that was very quick, very thorough for the Imperial. I don't think any of the players even dropped there. But we'll flip things around. Shane already started strong, 3-0. Let's go on board with him. Shane, this is a surprise to me. Knowing Shane, knowing his plays, his kind of objective base. He's pulling out a sniper here, longbow in action.
He's getting pretty confident in himself. See what he can do with the sniper rifle. This is one of the search and destroy maps. You do see the sniper rifle on. You're able to get some good picks over here towards the B site.
However, I'm actually going to flick on board with Jambo. He's on the defensive side, but he's on the flank. He's going to be taken down. He's actually fell straight off the map. That's not what you want to happen.
Not ideal.
He was in a good position. He worked it well, but the utilization of the flank there, really disappointing.
It was a good idea. Go on that flank. You got to secure one of those kills. I mean, especially you have a submachine gun in your hand. Got to get a little bit closer to secure those shots. 3 quick kills, 3 rounds in a row. The Imperial up 3-0 here in Search and Destroy.
And one thing that I will say is one player I really wanted to see in the CWO last year was Endura. He was someone who we know online is very, very good. He's been to LAN, he's performed. I played against him, and he is a very, very talented player, but we didn't see him last year. I'm happy he's kind of found a home, and he's a very, very talented S&D player.
Did you beat him when you went up against him?
I think it went 1-1. Lost and won. But I remember the loss.
Yeah, you remember the loss.
You always remember the loss.
Of course. And, you see Sam B trying to push middle, get a little bit too aggressive, and there's where Intuition, they make him pay. They're able to pick up 1 kill. Now they need to secure the round, but you see on the other side of the map, Monk is going to fall, but in there you see it's going to be Imperial trading those kills out. Brain's going to pick up 1. Shane with a sniper rifle. Things fall apart for Intuition. They got off to a great start there, right? They pick up that first kill. You have the man advantage. All you need to do is trade the kills out from that point on. They do not do it. It's going to be a very difficult situation here for Zeno in a 1v2.
Now, Zeno has got around the back. He does have the bomb. It's the only thing going for him right now. But Brain and Shane look like they're on the manhunt. However, they're in the complete wrong position. But you know what? I think it could work out for them. They could come head-to-head at the B site. Flipping positions is going to be Shane on the flip side of things. So Zeno looking to do some damage. He's going to find Shane. Shane gets the better of him. I believe may have actually been Brain, but either way, very, very talented. I don't know if you could see what I can see there. Brain and Shane exchanging some interesting fist bumps.
Shane with a nice little dance move there in the booth as he secures that last kill. But look, even if Shane drops right there, you see the bullets coming in from his teammate. They were going to kill that player regardless. So Imperial just displaying very good teamwork here.
Okay, I can't go on anyone but Shane right now. Hopefully he's still rocking the longbow. He is.
He's been getting a kill with this like every round you've seen in the feed.
Yeah, this is very un-Shane-like here, but he'll be premium once again. I'm ready to flick on board with Brain if necessary, but he's getting in and up in the action. Shane does go down this time, but again, very much like round 1, very aggressive. Big plays from Brain, finds 2, but it's down for a 1 versus 2 for Endura. The over-aggression does pay off. However, Endura coming up from behind.
Intuition needs to win this round, and I almost feel like they're not going to. You see Zeno's going to get caught, shot in the back. Endura turns this into a 1v1. He knows exactly where Jambo is. Now you can see Jambo just playing in control on the mini-map. You see it's actually Endura set up in observation deck. So you see it's going to be Jambo pushing straight through. He's going to be able to pick up the kill with the E-Rad. It's going to be Intuition getting on the board with their first round.
Yeah, it's a must-win round. I think Intuition needs something pretty special to come out the blocks here. And you can see Endura, he tagged him 3 times. 1 more bullet would have done the trick. But nice movement there by Jambo does enable him to secure the first round. And I think you said it there. It was almost like Endura came around the back. You could almost feel them losing that one.
You could. And I do like the way that Jambo played that with the E-Rad in that situation. Obviously did not want to play passive. You know, let Endura get set up with that NV4. Needed the challenge, be aggressive with the SMG in his hands.
Well, Zeno and the squad are pushing towards A. This is the first for them. Maybe they need to change something up, but they're going to be pushed straight down the middle. First blood goes to Leebox, and the one thing is they're in a bit of a choke point. 2 kills down, and they can plant the bomb. Brain and Shane in a difficult position.
Look at this. Good things happen when you travel together, right? They send all 4 members over towards that A site, and they're able to get the bomb down, get the man advantage. Going to be Shane left all alone here, the 1v3 with a sniper rifle in his hands.
He's not even changing to the pistol. I think a little bit of confidence coming in from Shane there. Maybe unnecessary, but he's having some fun with it, to say the least.
We've seen 2 ridiculous rounds from Shane with the sniper rifle in his hands. One, he just flies up towards the B site, just tries to challenge it there, and then that one, the 1v3, I mean, what? I guess your best chance of killing players is with the sniper rifle in that situation, but not one you want to be in. So it's going to be Intuition winning 2 consecutive rounds. see if they can make it a third.
Well, Shane does put the sniper away after 2 rounds back-to-back lost. He's going back to basics and maybe looking on the flank. So we're going to jump on Brain. He's pushing up a little bit, but keep your eyes on the minimap. 4 players pushing right through the middle for Intuition here, and Shane could find himself in a bit of trouble.
Or they could all just walk right by him and he can pick up 2. So he's going to just take out 2 players trying to go on the flank there, and that just shuts everything down that Intuition was trying to do.
Yeah, not only picks up 2, but he'll be able to call out the 3rd and the 4th. He saw everyone there. So we are going to get 2 players backtracking. One is Endura, who does fall, and now Brain going to be in a tricky position, all down to Sam Beeb. The bomb is going down.
But if you're Imperial, why not just, you know where the players are coming from? Why don't you just set up on their side of the map and get bombed down? You would have had the best position imaginable. You would have had a man advantage. There was 0 reason to go challenge in the back of caves there.
Well, that's going to end for the side of Intuition positively. But I agree. I think they could have pushed forward, planted the bomb in 3v2, wasted a bit of time.
That's not a good play.
I think it's been a bit sloppy from the Imperial actually these last couple of rounds because, you know, especially that one, they got first couple of kills and they should have been able to close that one down.
Oh, when Shane picks up a 2-piece in the back like that, there's 0 way they should lose that round. I mean, they just played that very poorly from there. No reason to go challenge out the back of caves. One, that's a risky spot to even fight gunfights, right? In the back caves area, so many angles you can come over the top. No, using that advanced movement system. So we'll see what Intuition does here on offense, as they do have some things to work with in terms of streaks and abilities.
Well, Monk does have Overdrive, not going to be used this round, but he'll keep that in his back pocket for a little bit later. This is a B push, a collective one. However, you know, being a little bit patient, Brain's going to take advantage, pluck Jambo out of the sky, trade it out. Sam B's going to come in and now a 2v2. Zeno and Monk need to go big, all down to Zeno. Finds one, needs to see where Shane is. He has been tagged from the left. Shane's going to get the better of him, and that's going to be round number 8 in the bag.
It's a good round there from Imperial. They're able to fight that one back. I believe Brain just comes out through the middle, picks up 1 kill by Drill, and just stays alive long enough to force the players from the side of Intuition out to the other side of the Drill, over towards the observation deck, and they're able to just pick up those kills with ease.
Okay, well, 1 round away from securing it. Shane goes back to basics, pulls out, of course, the K-bar, and takes it to town. 9 kills for Shane. He does have a Scarab as well as his payload. Let's see if he can finish it right here.
It's a shame we didn't see him pick up any kills with the sniper rifle. We only saw some fails with it, but it will be the bomb going over towards B. And we'll see the Scarab come out from Shane. Let's see if he can get anything with it. If not, gain some information. An enemy Scarab coming over the top directly towards him. So Levox going to take out Endura with his own Scarab. So it's going to be the side of Intuition getting the early man advantage.
Again, looking like one player is going on the flank. That is Jambo coming from behind, but if he gets in the mix, we'll jump over to him. This should be a round that should go in the favor of Intuition. However, Brain has plucked Levox out. We're going to see Shane trade out as well. And now they should be able to collect that bomb. It is a 1v3 for Zeno.
Oh, and I love the play there from Imperial. Instead of just pushing up to the bomb and getting it down, they pushed straight through. They knew that the side of Intuition was going on these flanks constantly. So they're able to push all the way through the bomb, force these players to make a split-second decision, and they end up winning the round 6-3.
Okay, well, closing things out in 9, we see Brain and Shane doubling up for the double digits there. And overall, a pretty convincing win. I think Shane got a little bit overconfident, overzealous maybe with the sniper. But all in all, a very good second map for the Imperial. I think they may just close this one out in 3.
I think that one kind of went the way we expected it to go. I think we thought like 6-2, 6-1.
Yeah.
You know, a few rounds I think Shane kind of threw away using the sniper rifle, just doing some reckless plays that they probably would have liked to have back. But Imperial looked very good, experienced, you know, composed, coordinated, exactly what we expected from this team. Intuition, they had some rounds where you saw some positive signs, right? They were picking up the kills, but still nobody there to trade it out. Sometimes they just got caught off guard, get a little bit too aggressive. It's what you expected from a newer team.
And I think as well, the rounds that they did pick up, you know, 2 of the 3 were rounds which you really would have expected Imperial to take. So Imperial, you know, do come here with a real point to prove, and I think they're in a group which, you know, they could struggle in. They've had a lot of kind of changes in that group as well, with obviously the team. So Imperial, it's a must-win game for them, but they're doing what needs to be done right now. Levox actually picked up 9 kills that round, which kind of flew straight over my head. Individually good, but as a teamwork, again, same as the hard point. The trading wasn't there. I think that, you know, the payloads really that, you know, didn't come into it. I think Overdrive wasn't even used. Yeah, no, none of them really came into play. Shane actually picks up 11 kills, so he goes 11-3. Brain goes 10-5. 2 standout players there from the side of Imperial.
On the side of Intuition, you had Levox pick up 9 kills. That was really about it. Everyone with 4 kills apiece. Nothing really too good on that side of the coin.
Okay, well, Uplink coming up next. It will be Frost, of course. These two teams, you know, it seems to be very one-sided. It seems to be edging towards the Imperial by a long shot, really. But can the boys of Intuition turn up? Zeno, Jambo, the boys, they need to do something different. If you could kind of jump in there, I know obviously from yourself, you know, with Complexity kind of being that coach almost. Is there anything that they can kind of go at? Is there any tips that you would give to them right now?
They need to slow the game down. I mean, right now they're just playing at such a fast pace, just trying to keep up.
Yeah.
They don't have the teamwork to play at that fast pace and still win. So I think they just need to slow the game down. I mean, look, Frost Uplink, we've seen some crazy scores like the Spice game earlier, but typically it's not like that. Typically it's a lower scoring game. I think they really need to slow the game down if they want a chance to win.
Yeah, I mean, that was a bit of a bizarre one, the one with Splice before, but I think
Yeah.
this is a map which you can kind of really set the pace, you know, if your team is, you know, sitting back maybe with, you know, less ERADs, more assault rifles kind of controlling the map itself. I think for these guys, they just need some type of map control because they're always one step ahead, one step behind. They're always chasing. We saw it in the hard point previously. Whether they do that, whether they change something off, we'll have to wait and see. But rig draft going down, which we'll be able to bring to you very shortly.
And I mean, Uplink in general is one of the ones where, I mean, obviously you talk hardpoint, obviously you need map control. I think it may be even more important in Uplink because if you don't have map control, you don't have the drone. And obviously, you know, if you're kind of just new to the Uplink game mode, you need to score the drone to get points, and that's how you win. So if you don't have the drone, you can't get any points. So I feel like this is the one game mode where map control means that much more. And I feel like if Imperial gets it early, this could get ugly.
This could get very, very ugly indeed. I mean, Shane's taking the overdrive from what I can see. So he's going back to... I know we've not really touched on the objective. Sometimes you will have that maybe preferred player to pick up that drone. But I'm just looking at the other 3 players. Endura, known as kind of a heavy slayer. Brain on Hyper Games previously, he was a big slayer for them. Sambi, we've seen what he can do in hardpoint. I actually think this could be a bit of a dark horse.
I was going to say, this could be a bit of a sleeper team. Obviously, they're in a very tough group. They have, you know, Elevate and Epsilon in their group as well. I think it's going to be difficult for this team to make it out of groups into the bracket play, but I definitely think this is a team that, you know, as the EU CWL year goes on, can make some noise.
Okay, well, getting into this one, you can see the boys on your screen getting ready, getting composed, and we're going to get into this one very, very quickly. Frost Uplink is the next map. And, of course, we've seen it previously by Splice, absolutely dominated. Will we see the same here from the Imperial?
Nah, I still think you will see Imperial take this one. Look to see, you know, if just the teamwork of the side of Intuition gets a little bit better. Obviously, they've struggled with it in the first 2 games. See if they can build on that and put together a good uplink.
Well, getting into the game, Frost Uplink here, coming up next. We've got the usual, the reactive armor, the active camo overdrive, and rewind either side. Sambi, Shane, Brain, and Endura, can they finish it here in 3?
And I would be shocked if we see anything but a 3-0 here from the side of Imperial. They've looked very good in the first 2 maps. Just to recap, you guys, we saw them take the hard point 250 to 150, and they took the search and destroy 6-2 just in that last one. So 6-3, sorry, and a very... You know, it was back and forth at times, but there were a few rounds that Imperial gave away. Probably the score should have been more around 6-1, 6-0.
Yeah, I think it very well could have been. I think this, actually going into this one, Imperial might be kind of saying, actually, we let a few rounds slip there. We need to make, you know, a bit of a mark. We need to prove a point here. So let's get into this one and see whether they can nail it down in 3. Endura is the one on your screen. Let me just flick. We've got Brain, actually. Endura does finally go down. And... let's go on board. Who's someone we haven't seen a little bit about? Zeno. Starts strong, picks up 1. The rest of his team does go down, so he's going to have to just hold out for a second.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the drone in the hands of Imperial, so he's going to have to back up, get on the defensive side of things. And a lot of the times you see the drone brought down towards the bottom side of the minimap. We do not see the drone go too often over towards that top cliff side. It's a very difficult way to get in there and get a 1-point score, and that's where it looks like Imperial is bringing this drone.
Yeah, he does. Shane is going to have to release it for a second to his team go down. That was from Zeno, actually. So big plays here, just again to set that pace, to slow things down. Shane falls eventually, and Endura will be coming off spawn, but the closest one to the drone is this man, it's Levox, but he's opting just to slay out here.
And that's a good decision. I mean, you need to pick up kills in the middle of the map. Unfortunately, 3 of his teammates died at the hands of Endura, and he's just going to have to defend the drone here. But still, a very good play from Levox. Probably saves them from a potential score opportunity going through for the side of Imperial.
Well, Shane picks up a kill. He's going to pick up the drone as well. And this is the route that you were talking about, pushing through that bottom side. And he's going to have maybe a bit of a free pathway, but look how many players in that minimap coming outside. Maybe a 1-point play here. Could go for 2. Doesn't. He secures it with a 1, gets things off to a nice start, and Imperial take the lead.
That's a good 1-point throw there from Shane. We've seen many players over the years miss some easy ones. He just secures that one. First points on the board for his team. Puts all the pressure back on the side of Intuition.
Well, Endura now will be sitting back here, going for that long-range gunfight. He's going to lose that to Monk, actually. Big win here, and maybe Monk can pick up another, get that map control. That drone is just lingering around the middle. He's going to see another in sub-base there as he just back off just slightly. Oh, he's going to pick it off by Sam B. Sam B doing some good work here in the hard point as well. Be interested to see if he can replicate this in the uplink.
I mean, right now, we talked about how important map control was. You have seen none of it for the side of Intuition. The drone has only been touched by Imperial. Endura is going to get a 2-point score. You see Brain picking up kills back towards the middle of the map, cleaning out his own base. Things do not look good for Intuition. Right now, Jambo getting off to an 0-6 start. He's got to pick it up quick.
Yeah, Brain's actually on an 8-kill streak, bear in mind, so he's got to get the score streaks very soon. He's picked up one already. The bombardment is available. And the scoreline being 3-0. This is just replicating the first map. This is very one-sided here. Brain's going back to help his teammate. Makes it a 9. Doesn't make it the 10th in the row, but he does find his double digits eventually. Shane now rocking the E-Rad. So a little bit different from Shane. Maybe looking to get into those nook and crannies. Get up close and personal. He's going to find one just around the corner. Will not get the better as Jambo does finally take him down.
With how important sub-bay is and how close-quartered it is, I think you can run the SMG effectively there. Maybe even have an extra SMG on your squad, because if you can get control of sub-bay and push through, that's how you're going to be able to get those easy 2-point plays. Okay,
Monk trying to find something out of nothing there. He's going to find Shane in the back, but unfortunately, I think Endura seems to have slipped the net. Does have a teammate with him. 3 go down. That's actually 4 down for a second here for the Imperial. They're having to bounce back, but this may be the start of something special. Intuition do have the drone. They have a bit of map control, and they actually have a couple of seconds as well for the Imperial to respawn.
Yeah, and they're going to try and take this drone towards the bottom side of the minimap. It's going to be Jambo picking up 1, Xeno with another. It's going to be Jambo actually getting a big 2-piece. He's actually come alive since he's 0-6, now 6-9, so starting to turn things around. 3 kills for Imperial in their base, but it's going to be Levox connecting with a 1-point throw. Going to get Intuition on the board.
Well, he does get the 1 point, but 4 go down. The full map control goes towards the Imperial here. And look at that kill feed. It's lighting up purple. Once again, Endura picking up a nice double, and that will open the gap for Brain actually to take the drone now.
Now, they have a lot of streaks to work with as well. Only a minute to go. They don't really need to force this in. You don't want to, give up an offensive play on a turnaround, a comeback play, going the opposite route. So we'll see. The drone gets thrown for yards here by Intuition. It's going to be Shane and co just trying to fight in towards sub-bay. So the drone should be respawning at mid-map very shortly, and then we'll see who can get map control. It looks like right now Imperial in a better position to do that.
Yeah, Imperial most definitely are. Monk, he's just in the middle as well. He's trying to fight from this map control. He's going to get nothing out of it, and Jura does go down. Brain answers back with a nice one himself as well. But finally picking up the drone. He still has these score streaks to play with. A nice 1-point line up there with only 25 seconds left to go. And 22 as we find it. Does actually miss there.
Yeah, and you do see, tries to get a 1-point throw over the top, not able to do so. Nah, we'll just take a look at the scores real quick. Yeah, you have Endura sitting at 11-10. Brain, 14-8. Those are the guys doing the work. Sam B as well, 14-12. Everything going in favor of Imperial. Trying to get a 1-point throw at the end off. It's going to be Brain getting cut down in the final seconds. Be Imperial up 3-1 at the half.
Yeah, I think it could have been worse as well. They really could have. I mean, Brain had a 1-point play over the roof there. Didn't manage to go in that final one. Could have been an extension. Couple more seconds. They could have maybe slowed things down, used the score streaks. However, I will say Frost is usually a low-scoring map. However, I think that could have gone maybe 5, maybe 6 towards the Imperial if they used it right.
Well, I think Imperial just did a good job, obviously putting more points on the board, but also they had drone control for most of that game. They controlled the sub-bay area. They controlled mid-map. They did not let Intuition get anything going.
Okay, well, Sambi, the player, the unknown almost of the Imperial, making his mark in game 1 already, trying to put things on the board. He's going to slide in, pick up 1, and his teammate Shane does go down. Finally traded out now. And it is all that fight for the map control. Levox versus Endura. Who's going to be able to make this final kill? It's going to be Levox. Whether he chooses to grab that drone or keep the map control, I think the wise decision is to keep this map control, is what he's doing.
Well, look at this. His team pushes through sub bay, and he pushes all the way around the top side of the map. They have nobody to get drone. It's going to be Levox trying to work his way back, but just like that, all his teammates are dropping towards the sub bay area, so they're not able to get in towards the Imperial base.